News Now is brought to you by the Bank of Guam, the People's Bank, Docomo Pacific, island-wide, worldwide. The choice is clear. Micronesia Renewable Energy. Go solar for zero money down. And Colgate Optic White. Whiter teeth in 1 week. From broadcast to broadband, news you can trust. From the Pacific News Center in Hagåtña, Guam, and broadcasting live in Saipan, here's Clint Rigel and Janella Carrera. PNC Sports with Blake Watson and Rebecca Kim with weather. With your News Now.
Good evening. It's Friday, October the 3rd. You're watching PNC's News Now. I'm Clint Rigel.
And I'm Janella Carrera. Hafadan, good evening to all our viewers in Guam and in Saipan. Topping your news tonight, horrid details in the case against Melanie Borja, who was charged with manslaughter in the death of her newborn baby. Borja's home was not conducive for children to live in, and police also found drug paraphernalia. Borja appears in court today.
Before the hearing began, the court had an opportunity to review it and agreed that there was probable cause to charge you with this crime.
No furniture, cockroaches everywhere, no food, and a foul smell. These were the living conditions in the home of Melanie Borja and her 8 children, according to a magistrate report. Borja is accused of neglecting her newborn baby, Josiah. Last Wednesday, Josiah was taken to GMH by Guam Fire medics, but when he got there, he was already dead. At the time, the baby weighed approximately 6.6 pounds and appeared to be malnourished and neglected. The infant appeared to have sores on his head and facial area. Police were then called in to investigate. In one of the bedrooms, they found drug paraphernalia and multiple pieces of foil known to be used in smoking ice or methamphetamine. The only furniture they found was in another bedroom, mattresses to sleep on. During questioning, Borja acknowledged the drug items but claimed they weren't hers.
I'm charging you with manslaughter as a first-degree felony. Is there a recommendation for Ms. Borja?
Yes, Your Honor, $25,000.
Borja told police that the night before Josiah died, she fed him baby formula around 8 p.m. She woke around midnight and says she fed her baby another bottle. Her dead child finished the bottle and went back to sleep, the report states. However, police say they found no baby formula in the home and only found 2 diapers. Police also found no food in the residence, despite Borja's claims that she receives $1,350 in food stamps every month.
You have the right to remain silent because anything that you say about the case can be used against you. Do you understand?
Several people were interviewed in the case, including Borja's mother, her grandmother, her friend, and the father of the baby, Rolly Nicholas. Nicholas told police that Borja often had several men in the smoking room of her home where she would spend hours with them. Nicholas also told police he didn't believe the baby was his. Borja's mother and grandmother never got to see the infant, police say. He was always wrapped in a blanket. The only person who observed the baby was Borja's friend, who told police that she had suggested to Borja to have the baby seen by the doctor, but Borja became angry with her. And police say Borja was also abusive to her other children, ages 1 to 13. They told police that their mother would spank them with a slipper or belt, including her newborn. They also said they've witnessed their mother yell and shake her newborn whenever he cried. The children also corroborated Nicholas's statement that Borja was always locked in the smoking room with several men. Borja is scheduled to appear in court again on October 13th at 4 p.m.
In other news, 2 suspects have been arrested on charges of robbing the 671 Gameland earlier this week, and one of them happens to be an employee of that game room. The arrests were made after the owner of the game room contacted police indicating that a man fitting the description of the suspect was inside the establishment. But that suspect wasn't the employee. Officers apprehended Joseph Ricardo Muña, who police say admitted to committing the robbery and taking $80 from the game room. Muña also identified Gameland employee Joseph Franklin Uggan Jr. as a co-conspirator. Muña told police that Uggan had solicited his help to rob his place of work. Both Munye and Uggan were arrested last night on charges of second-degree robbery, guilt established by complicity, and conspiracy to commit robbery. Uggan also faces charges of solicitation and criminal facilitation. Munye faces additional charges of unsworn falsification and theft of property.
A Guam police officer was found guilty of all charges related to growing marijuana in his backyard. Former police officer Roy Pablo was indicted on charges of manufacturing a Schedule I controlled substance, possession of a controlled substance, conspiracy to manufacture, child abuse, and official misconduct. Pablo was arrested in November of last year after police found what appeared to be a fully functional marijuana growth operation. Pablo admitted the marijuana belonged to him, and he also admitted to smoking pot while on duty, but he denied dealing the drugs. He was released pending sentencing, which has been scheduled for November 14th at 10 a.m.
The U.S. Coast Guard has officially suspended the search for a Marine who went missing off the coast of Tinian last Friday. Officials believe Corporal Donovan Clancy was swept over the reef on the northwestern side of Tinian while waiting in the area. He had been on Tinian to participate in Forager Fury 3 exercises. The search covered more than 1,700 square nautical miles of land and sea and included resources from the CNMI government and aircraft and boats from Guam, the CNMI, and Kadena Air Base in Okinawa. Marine Aircraft Group 12 commanding officer sent his condolences saying, quote, "Our heartfelt thoughts and prayers go out to all who have been affected by this event, especially the family of Corporal Donovan E. Clancy. Know that you have our continued support during these trying times. A memorial service for Clancy will be held on Tinian's Unai Lamlam Beach, but is currently pending due to the weather."
Remember the tropical disturbance near Kashai yesterday? Well, it is now Tropical Storm Vong, and it's headed in our direction over the next 3 or 4 days. That means it's packed with maximum sustained winds already at 39 to 73 miles an hour. According to National Weather Service senior forecaster Mike Middlebrook, it appears the storm will be passing just north of Guam. It is northeast of Pohnpei right now, and by the time it gets near us, he says the storm should be getting close to becoming a typhoon. So expect rain and winds starting Sunday.
There'll be a potential for quite a bit of rain, could be several inches of rain. Of course, if the storm deviates further south, as a couple of the models tried to do, we could see a little stronger wind. The chances of typhoon conditions at this point, I would say, are probably less than 50%, but there's still that possibility. But right now, it appears the storm will be passing north of Guam.
Middlebrook says because there's still that uncertainty, residents should prepare for the worst-case scenario. For the latest update on the weather, visit our website at pacificnewscenter.com, our Twitter and Instagram at PNC Guam, and our Facebook page.
All right, we'll keep watching PNC. Now continues.
We'll have a chamber debate, and the port breaks ground on wharf improvements.
I have big news. Bacon and cheese have been stuffed in a crust.
Pizza Hut's new bacon and cheese stuffed crust with hardwood smoked bacon and a blend of 3 cheeses. For a limited time, get a large one topping for just $17.99 and a 2-liter Pepsi for $2 more. Only at your Island Pizza Hut.
Pizza night from Pizza Hut just got a whole lot sweeter with the ultimate Hershey's chocolate chip cookie.
Share 8 large slices of freshly baked cookie goodness packed with Hershey's chocolate chips. Get it for just $5.99 when you order a pizza, including cheesy bites.
And the sweetness, it's just getting started.
Pizza Hut.
What are you doing? Dishes? Gloves! Relax. I've got Palmolive Soft Touch.
Palmolive dishwashing liquid. A powerful cleaner that leaves greasy dishes and pots and pans sparkling clean. And your hands touchably soft. Discover our exciting range. Try it today. Palmolive dishwashing liquid. Tough on grease, soft on hands. Palmolive dishwashing liquid is available at your favorite neighborhood store.
Welcome back to News Now on PNC. Lawmakers passed all the bills that they voted on during session this afternoon. Among the bills passed was Bill 393 to improve the maternity ward at the Guam Memorial Hospital. The measure would allow Gov Guam to borrow up to $7 million for the improvements. The improvements should eliminate the need for mothers who are giving birth to be moved from room to room before, during, and after delivery. Governor Calvo has said he supports the measure and would sign it into law. Senator Brent McCready's Bill 388 was passed, and if signed into law, it would authorize the issuance of tax credits to businesses that contribute to the construction and rehabilitation of the old Teason Gym. It's similar to the model that was used to develop the Harmon soccer facilities. The bill would not only allow for the renovation to the dilapidated abandoned gym, but it would also build outdoor courts and turn the entire area into a complex of courts that would be used by the Guam Basketball Confederation. Senator Mike Nicholas's Responsible Real Property Taxpayer Relief Act was also passed. It's a measure that would, if signed into law, extend deadlines for homeowners, farmers, seniors, and persons with disabilities to apply for property tax exemption. It also lowers the statute of limitations for property tax collections from 30 years to 10 years.
The only radiologist at the Guam Memorial Hospital reportedly walked out, leaving GMH at one point without a radiologist. As a result, the Guam Regional Medical City lent their only radiologist, Dr. Chadwick Mills, to assist GMH until a replacement can be found. GRMC Chief Operating Officer Gloria Long says Dr. Mills has been working at GMH since last week Monday. She notes that Dr. Mills' salary is still being covered by GRMC, but the two hospitals have discussed a way for GMH to be able to compensate Dr. Mills in the future.
So then when GRMC opens and we have a need, then, of course, we will look to have him come back to us. It's part of our community effort to be collaborative with the physicians in the community. We are looking to do what we can to help where we can.
GMH CEO Joe Verga could not discuss personnel matters with us, but he assured us that the hospital's radiology services are covered.
All H-1B worker visas in Guam will end on December 31st if Congress does not extend its special law. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services reminded employers that Guam's and CNMI's 5-year cap exemption ends in 2 months. That means all those working on island as doctors, accountants, engineers, architects, and teachers under the H-1B worker visa are in jeopardy of losing their jobs. According to U.S. immigration lawyer Lad Bauman, if Congress does not make a move soon, it can mean serious consequences for the island. He says employers will find it difficult, if not impossible, to import skilled professionals, and that Guam businesses will be constricted and the economy will be damaged as a result.
Unfortunately, the Congress is dysfunctional where visas are concerned. They have a lot of things that they're fighting over. And so although there have been attempts to get this law extended, so far those attempts have been unsuccessful. Maybe somebody will figure out a way to do it, but on the other hand, we have to prepare for the worst for the clients that have H-1Bs at this time.
Bauman says all existing H-1B visas can only be extended once. After that, it can no longer be renewed.
The Guam Women's Chamber of Commerce will kick off the debate season for the general election with the gubernatorial debate set for this coming Tuesday. GWCC board member Jackie Marotti says the format for this debate will be like no other. They've spent months putting together questions that will be tossed into a hat for the candidates to pull at random. The debate, which will pit current Governor Eddie Calvo against former Governor Carl Gutierrez, will feature a town hall-style seating arrangement. Longtime Guam journalist Carmen Kasperbauer will moderate the debate, but the real kicker is each candidate will be able to cross-question the other candidate.
For example, if candidate number one is given a question and he is given an opportunity to answer, then the second candidate will, on that particular issue, have an opportunity to question the candidate number one about his response. And so there's a lot more engagement among the three that are part of the conversations, which again is the moderator and the two candidates. So we're very excited about that.
The debate, titled Conversations with the Gubernatorial Candidates, will be held at the Academy of Our Lady of Guam Auditorium in Hagåtña. Doors open at 5:15 p.m. The debate starts at 6 p.m. and ends at 8.
The port broke ground on its Marine Service Life Extension project, which involves major repairs to its aging wharf. The Port Authority of Guam's commercial cargo port has not seen major capital improvements since 1969. Over the years, due to earthquakes and regular aging, the wharf's concrete pile-supported deck structure has received significant damage, including concrete delamination, spalls and cracks. Surface cracks have even been observed on the deck. The steel sheet pile bulkhead walls of the cargo berths, the stormwater outfall pipe connections, and the fender units all have damage as well. The wharf improvements will fix all of this damage at the cost of $5 million, funded through Bank of Guam financing. Governor Calva says these improvements at the port send a strong message to the federal government and particularly the U.S. Senate that Guam is committed to preparing for the Guam military buildup.
We're looking at about $25 million, probably a little bit more than that, in local funding for improvements for this facility. It's good for the people of Guam, but it's integral also in showing our commitment to the federal government and to those folks in the Senate and the Congress. Yes, the people of Guam are putting where their money, where their mouth is.
The contractor for the wharf improvement project is BME & Sons. They anticipate completion by September of 2015.
The Strides for the Cure 2K, 5K run and walk kicks off this Saturday morning at the Outrigger. Proceeds from this year's event will go towards the Kids for the Cure program, which is a cancer education and outreach program for elementary school students in grades 3 through 5. Last year, 8 schools participated, involving over 1,200 kids in this program. This year, they hope to expand their reach to over 2,000 elementary students. Custom Fitness and CrossFit Metgood is one of the partners of the Kids for the Cure program.
We're very excited to help support their mission, creating a healthier Guam and getting the kids to be more physically active, and we know that healthier lifestyles hopefully can lead to prevention.
This is the 13th year for the Strides for the Cure run. Showtime is at 5:15 a.m. and go time is at 6 a.m.
All right, we'll stay right there. Coming up next on News Now. Blake Watson has the results for futsal round 7.
And Rebecca Kim tells you what's in the weather forecast. News Now will return after this.
Come here. Wow. Come here.
What's going on up there?
Welcome home, Chuck. This is all for you.
Oh. Are you serious? Lieutenant Chuck Nag
Is your old bubbling tint scaring you? Pat's Tinting and Detailing has an October auto tinting special with free tint removal, vacuum, complete wash, glass cleaning, and tire shine. Prices starting at $99. Call or visit us in Upper Tumont across GTA. Pat's Tinting and Detailing, 647-SLAM.
Wandering out into this great unknown. And when it's done, believe that I will yell it from that mountain high. I was born free.
Find summer, the Chevy Summer Drive. Now get this 2014 Camaro LS for $28,999 or just $147 per paycheck. Head into AK Chevrolet today.
Happy Friday! Last week of IIAG regular season football. Here's a look at tonight's action. Save the best for last. Well-known rivalry between George Washington and Father Duenas happens tonight. The top-ranked first place Geckos will look to upend the surging 4-1 Friars as these two battle it out for Milau at House Field in Dedido. Should be a great game. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. 2 games to get you through on Saturday. The lowly Guam High Panthers prowl down south to give swimming lessons to the winless Dolphins. Although both teams pretty much just treading water at this point in the season, they each look for their first win of the season Saturday at 3 p.m. Fieldmates Simon Sanchez and Ukudu will face each other to close out the season. Both the Bulldogs and Sharks have hit losing skids as of late. No doubt they will be hungry to finish out with a W. This one gets going at 7 o'clock under the brand new Ukudu lights.
Don't worry, we show the ladies some love as well. Volleyball last weekend in IIAAG regular season play. We have a closer look at tonight's action in the Budweiser Sports Report.
The PNC Budweiser Sports Report with top headlines and action of all your favorite local sports.
Plenty of volleyball tonight and over the weekend. Number 20, Adriana Chang and the St. John Knights will host the Lady JFK Islanders this evening. The Harvest Golden Eagles fly over to St. Paul to face the Warriors. Tonight, the Ukudu Lady Bulldogs will also look to unleash. They travel across the way to play the Sanchez Sharks. Lady Panthers of Guam High will challenge Guam Adventist Academy. Unfortunately for St. Thomas, they have the task of trying to slow down the streaking, red-hot Southern Lady Dolphins, and the mighty Academy Lady Cougars travel down to God's country. They're going to face the ND Lady Royals. Saturday games continue. We got some action there as well. Notre Dame plays host to St. Thomas. Southern will play Guam Adventist, and the game of the week. The first place Cougars of Academy will visit the GW Geckos, who are still scrounging to return to the top of the standings. All these games start with JV at 5:30.
This sports report was brought to you by Budweiser. Grab some buds.
Another week in the books. Lots of sports to be had this weekend. Go out and support the local athletes. Have a great weekend. Until next week, I'm Blake Watson. See you at the game.
You can down.
What's going on up there?
Welcome home, Chuck. This is all for you.
Oh. Are you serious? Welcome, Lieutenant Chuck Nag home.
This silver dollar has been in our family for generations. And now I want you to... Never mind.
No dollar is safe. The new Dollar Cravings menu. 11 craveable creations, each for $1.
Taco Bell's Beefy Fritos Burrito. Crunchy Fritos, seasoned beef, and warm nacho cheese sauce, all for just $1. One of 11 craveable creations on Taco Bell's new Dollar Cravings menu, each for just $1. Only $1? Who approved this?
Hey, you made it. It is Friday, and I'm so ready for this weekend as well as next week. Well, maybe next week, maybe not. Hopefully I am. Welcome to PNC's weather forecast. I'm Rebecca Kim. A tropical storm 19W is located 1,030 miles east-southeast of Guam and is moving west at 12 miles per hour, but it is expected to turn to west-northwest tonight. It will pass Marianas Island by early Monday morning, and 19W may become a typhoon by that day already. Take a look at a graph here. Here is Guam, and here is Saipan, and it is not directly passing over Guam, but it is expected to pass Saipan directly. Meanwhile, Guam is out of color zone, as you can see, meaning the winds might go below 39 miles per hour. Saipan, however, might go through 58 miles miles per hour as it is in a color zone. And talking about cloud coverage now, it will be raining tonight. However, tomorrow and on Sunday, it wouldn't rain as much, but only isolated showers. And winds will be quite moderate this weekend. South winds 10 to 15 tonight, and southeast winds 10 to 15 tomorrow and on Sunday. Highs will remain 87 and lows remain 77. And on Saipan, it will be raining tonight, but isolated showers are expected tomorrow and on Sunday. In the meantime, high surf advisory is still in effect until 6 a.m. tomorrow. That's it for me, and please stay safe.
Looking to tint your ride? With 1 year, 3 year, and lifetime warranties on 3M tinting film, Pat's Tinting and Detailing is the place to go for all your tinting needs. Complete detailing packages start at $169. They also carry base-proof window tint. So cool your car down with tinting from Pat's. Located across GTA in Upper Tumon, call 647-SLAM today.
Welcome back to News Now on PNC. So are you looking for a luxury sedan that's built to make you feel like you're driving a sports activity coupe? You're in luck, because Prestige Automobiles introduced the new BMX X4 today, and it's ready for purchase. Our Rizal Romanes had a chance to test drive the newest addition to BMW's X Series, the X4. It's the first four-door coupe-styled sport utility vehicle on the market. Prestige Automobiles Operations Supervisor Jonathan Shen says this coupe caters to individuals who love that speedy acceleration of a sports car and also enjoy the comfort of a sedan. Its features include a cutting-edge, high-performance engine, the X-Drive all-wheel drive system, and variable sports steering.
If you look at the vehicle and you look at the options available for the vehicle, a lot of it's geared towards a more sporty driving style. But it can still fit a small family, anywhere from maybe a couple to a family of maybe size 3 to 4, because it still is a 5-seater car, and it is 4 doors as well.
For more information on the new BMW X4, or if you want to take a test drive, call Prestige Automobiles at 633-2698.
Wow, so Rochelle got to test drive that BMW.
Yeah, nice. I'm a little jealous. I didn't know that, if I knew that she was going to go out for a test drive, I would have volunteered myself.
Well, technically, you can go for a test drive anytime.
Well, that's true.
Just call Prestige Automobiles and test drive one today. Like that? All right. Anyways, what are you doing this weekend? There's some strong weather.
Yeah, we'll be boarding
on the horizon.
Up at home, putting up the shutters, just in case.
Hopefully it's not. It's supposed to rain on Sunday, but there's a party I'm supposed to go to on Sunday. But Molly Jana is supposed to have a birthday barbecue at the beach Sunday, but we'll see how the weather is. She might cancel.
I've done that before.
Where it was raining?
Where there was a storm in the area, and we were supposed to go out on a cruise ship. But that got canceled, so we just went to the beach. But it actually turned out all right. It was fun.
The party must go on.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's it for News Now. From all of us here at PNC, thanks for watching. Stay Malik and have a good night.
Good night.
Yeah, that's the song. paraphernalia. But that suspect wasn't the employee. Officers apprehended Joseph Ricardo Muña, who police says admitted to committing the robbery and taking $80 from the game room. Muña also identified Game Room employee Joseph Franklin Ogden Jr. as a co-conspirator. Joseph Franklin Ogden Jr. as co-conspirator. Conspirator. Muña told police that Ogden solicited his help. Solicited to rob his place